So it's just a day to go before Bangladesh goes to polls for very, very crucial elections. And the key contest, of course, is between the BNP and the Jamaat-e-Islami. I'm joined here by Mr. Mahdi Amin, who is the spokesperson of the Election Steering Committee, also advisor to the chairman, Mr. Tarique Rahman. Mr. Amin, what is the mood within the BNP camp at this point in time?
Thanks very much. Yeah, we are very excited about the elections. People couldn't vote in last 18 years. So it's the first elections moving forward. People have great aspirations, great hunger for the first time in many years to vote and to ensure that there is a government who has a public mandate, who truly reflect in governance what the people want. So a government which has accountability, a government which has transparency, and we believe with incredible popularity and the strength that the BNP has as a political party, we are in course to form the next government with a landslide victory.
You did mention that, of course, the BNP was out of the electoral process for a long time. Some of it was also a decision that the party itself took. Questions being asked that because this election also does not include the Awami League, does it really make it fair, even though the elections may be free?
The people of Bangladesh made a choice. The people of Bangladesh rejected Awami League because it became an entity responsible for gross human rights violations. Massive corruption, a party which led to the state-sponsored extrajudicial killings, enforced disappearances, fictitious cases. Thousands of people died. So it's not about Awami League anymore. It's about a democratic journey where the people of Bangladesh look forward to make a choice among the pro-democracy stakeholders. And we believe, based on the 16 years of our fight on the ground and the mass uprising that we saw in July 2024, the aspiration of the people will be testament to the next government, how they serve the people in true sense.
You know, there are two conspiracy theories or allegations that I'm hearing on the streets of Bangladesh. One, ye BNP Jamaat to ek hi hai. They are just contesting on the face of it, but there is a tie-up happening behind the scenes.
Not at all. No. Every political party has their own ideology. Of course, BNP and Jamaat had an alliance a long time back. That was a strategic alliance against another alliance led by Awami League. But there is ideological difference. In many ways, the parties have different policies. And the battle in the elections will be on the policies for people to choose which policies they endorse. BNP is a political party which has championed women's rights. BNP is a political party which formed the women's ministry. It started garment industry, which remains the biggest hallmark of women's empowerment. I'm pretty sure Jamaat has nothing much to say about women's empowerment. So this is just one example of different political ideology that different political parties operate based on.
What's the worst thing that will happen to women if Jamaat comes to power?
That's up to Jamaat to talk about. I can only talk about our policies. If BNP comes to power, we'll ensure we give the highest freedoms, rights, empowerment, and employment opportunities to the women. That's why our leader, Mr. Tarique Rahman, has announced family card, which means a card for every household. The lady of the family will get a specific amount of money every month or food ingredients free by the state. And we believe that will financially, socially empower the mother of the house and give her an opportunity to live with dignity, where even the male members of the family will be depending on them. And that's the next Bangladesh we want to build together, where women will thrive with dignity, with more opportunity, and with a platform where they can truly flourish.
Just the last two questions. I mean, the other thing that is being spoken about is that Mr. Tarique Rahman has come in. Of course, he was in London for such a long time in exile, or also out. He's just come back a few days ago in the run-up to the elections. Has he managed to connect with the masses, or is it just really BNP that is connecting? Do people know who Tarique Rahman is? You know, a lot of people are saying he'll go back to London again, or BNP is also ruled in the past. It will be as corrupt as Awami League.
I think it's not for me to answer whether people have embraced Tarique Rahman or not. You can look in the rallies that he had. The homecoming that Tarique Rahman had when he came back, it was probably the biggest ever homecoming reception in global history. People were passionately embracing him. He has become the symbol of democracy and sovereignty in today's Bangladesh. Although he was living in London for quite a while, he was truly connected in every day, he was involved even within the grassroots of Bangladesh. Not just political parties, people from all classes, all professions, all backgrounds, they have the connectivity with Tarique Rahman. And even mass uprising, if we saw in July 2024, he was the one who was leading. And the highest number of people, martyrs, who sacrificed their lives comes from BNP. In July uprising, in 16 years of our movement against the autocratic regime. And Mr. Tarique Rahman was the leader who was leading it all through. So his return and the homecoming that he saw, I think that in itself stands out as a reflection of love and emotion of the people. And then over the last 1 month, we have seen wherever Tarique Rahman went, he was passionately received by the people. Every rally, not just in Dhaka, all over the country, became it became not just a rally, it became something like a huge festival around many districts, even on the divisional level, where people were coming from hundreds of miles far just to see him.
Right.
So Tarique Rahman, it has become a name where people put their trust on. And he is the only politician right now, if you see, whom people truly believe could become the next prime minister and lead the country, ensure the freedoms and rights of the people are returned, and ensuring that in the democratic journey, people can enjoy true inclusive development where they have the opportunity to thrive as an individual, as a family.
Just a final question. We saw External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. Jaishankar, come meet the chairperson to express his condolence message after the passing away of Begum Khalida Zia. There was a condolence message read out in the Indian Parliament too. The relationship has gone through much turmoil, and blood continues to be unstable with the presence of Sheikh Hasina in Delhi. Do you see the relationship getting back to track if the BNP wins these elections?
You see, BNP wants pragmatic and sustainable relations with all countries in the neighborhood and the wider world. Of course, with India being the most important neighbor, of course we want a relation that will ensure mutual trust, mutual benefit, and mutual interest. There are opportunities based on which we can thrive together in trade and business, in investment, in culture, in tourism. And there are many areas of people-to-people ties. But of course, the foundation for any pragmatic and sustainable relations will be to ensure it's reciprocal and it serves the interest of both the nations and the people get connected. So we all want to work together with our neighborhood and the wider world, where we thrive in the democratic values of human rights, rule of law, and freedom of expression, and the people's voice are heard, transcending boundaries, ensuring that people are more empowered, and in a democratic process, elections are free and fair without any intervention, and where, in the end of the day, people of both countries have a good forged relations.
Okay, we will leave it there. There's a lot to talk about, but I'm sure we will have, hopefully, opportunities for follow-up conversations. For now, the eyes of the world, including India, of course, on the results that pour in once elections close on 12th. Hopefully, by 13th morning, or maybe even 12th, actually, before midnight itself, we'll get to know whether it is going to be Prime Minister Shafiqur Rahman or Prime Minister Tarique Rahman. Many thanks for speaking to us here in Dhaka.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here in Dhaka, I'm Smita Sharma.